This is very good in the obvious situation if you have more off-colored water. So I've caught bass on these yellow and chartreuse and banana colored ones like this in water visibility down to like 12 inches. So this is a good stained water color. So if I've got a normal sunlight condition out, say it's partly cloudy, this is gonna be my color if that water visibility is between, say, like 12 to 15 inches in that zone there. It could be a little bit more, a little bit less, but around 12 inches of visibility, this color is gonna work really good. Another thing that any type of these yellow bananas and stuff like that, they work exceptionally good in very clear water on a rainy day. So if you've got a day out there, say it's April, water temperature is 65 degrees, you got a clear water lake, like 4, 5, 6 foot of visibility, and it's raining out, put you on a bright banana colored or yellow one. They really light it up for some reason, in those conditions of rain. And I remember I read one thing back when I was first getting out started fishing. There was a circuit that I fished a little bit here back home. It's called the Great Plains Pro Bass Association out of Iowa, and they had some tournaments in Missouri. And there was this one guy that back then in 1981, his name was Bob something, but anyway, he dominated that circuit. And I remember there was an article that he was in, and he was talking about anytime it's raining, you better have some type of chartreuse in your lure. And that stuck with me ever since I was a kid, and it holds true. That's a good thing to remember, guys. Anytime it's raining, chartreuse or yellow is a good color with that. Okay, the next one, which is sort of very similar to that, is the white. Now, the white, one of the things you're gonna find out about it, it's also good in off-colored water. So this is gonna work down again into like a foot of visibility. One thing I found out about white, it works better if you got some sun and you got some shade. So unlike the yellow that works good in cloudy, rainy conditions, the white works better in off-colored water around shady areas. So a perfect example when I would throw white is, let's say we got 12 or 15 inches of water visibility, something about that. It's a sunny or partly cloudy day out, and I see an overhanging tree that's got some shade on it. That's when the white's gonna really stand out. Catch a lot of fish on that. And also another thing about whites you're gonna find, it works a little bit better later in the season. And when I talk about floating worm season, there's 3 different seasons within the spring season that comprises the floating worm season. You got the early floating worm season, which is in the pre-spawn when that water temperature is under 60. And then you've got the spawn period where that water temperature is like between 60 to maybe mid to upper 60s. And then you've got that post-spawn period where that water temperature is 70 degrees